Today we gather for something extraordinary. This moment right here and right now has the power to redefine the trajectory of your entire life. Not next week, not someday, right now. Because the decisions you make in this moment will ripple through the rest of your days. And the truth is, every single one of us is standing on the edge of greatness. We have the potential to achieve more, give more, and live more than we ever thought possible. But unlocking that potential doesn't happen by chance. It happens by choice. I'm not here to give you a list of cliches. I'm here to equip you with the tools that will transform your dreams into reality. Today, I'll share with you the 10 most powerful skills you can develop to take control of your life, shape your destiny, and unleash the extraordinary power that lies within you. These skills are not just concepts, they are the foundation for a life of mastery. If you commit to them, they will shape your decisions, your actions, and ultimately your legacy. But I need you to promise me one thing: don't just listen. Don't just nod and feel inspired for a moment. I want you to decide right now that you're going to act. Because the difference between those who dream and those who achieve is simple action. So let's dive in, shall we? The first skill you must master without question is emotional intelligence. Why? Because emotions are the invisible drivers of your life. They influence every decision you make, every relationship you build, and the energy you bring to each day. Think about it: when you're in control of your emotions, you're focused, deliberate, and powerful. But when your emotions control you, it's chaos. You're like a passenger on a roller coaster without brakes, tossed around by fear, anger, or doubt, unable to steer the course of your own life. To master emotional intelligence is to take back the wheel. It begins with awareness, the ability to identify what you're feeling and why you're feeling it. But awareness alone isn't enough. Mastery comes when you can take those emotions, no matter how raw or overwhelming, and channel them into something constructive. Fear, for example, doesn't have to paralyze you. It can energize you, push you to step out of your comfort zone and face the challenges that scare you the most. Anger, when harnessed, becomes laser-focused determination. Sadness can inspire profound reflection and growth. Emotional intelligence doesn't mean suppressing or ignoring your feelings. It means using them as fuel. When you do this, you become the master of your emotions rather than their victim, and you unlock a new level of clarity and power in your life. Let's move on to the second skill: effective communication. Because without it, your brilliance will go unnoticed. Let me ask you this: how many times have you had an incredible idea, a vision so compelling you couldn't wait to share it, only to find that the people around you just didn't get it? It's frustrating, isn't it? But the truth is, the problem isn't your idea, it's your ability to communicate it. Communication is not just about words, it's about connection. People won't always remember what you say, but they will never forget how you made them feel. To master communication, you have to speak not just from your mind, but from your heart. Your words must carry authenticity, conviction, and purpose. And communication isn't just about talking, it's also about listening. Truly great communicators don't dominate conversations, they create space for others. They make people feel seen, heard, and valued. When you master this skill, you don't just share ideas, you inspire action. You don't just talk, you transform lives. Now let's talk about the third skill: self-discipline. This is the cornerstone of every successful person's life. Everyone wants the rewards that come with success: the financial freedom, the recognition, the ability to live on their own terms. But how many are willing to do the hard work when it's uncomfortable? When it's inconvenient? When there's no one cheering them on? Self-discipline is the ultimate equalizer. It doesn't matter how talented or intelligent you are, if you lack discipline, you will fall short. Discipline isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. It's showing up day after day, even when you're tired, even when motivation is nowhere to be found. Each time you choose discipline over distraction, you strengthen the bridge between your goals and your results. Think of self-discipline as a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Every time you resist the urge to procrastinate, every time you push through discomfort, you're casting a vote for the person you want to become. And those small, consistent actions add up to monumental change over time. Next is adaptability, a skill that is absolutely essential in today's world. Change is no longer an exception, it's the rule. Technology evolves, industries shift, economies fluctuate, and the pace of life only accelerates. If you cling to what's comfortable and familiar, you'll find yourself stuck while the world moves forward without you. But adaptability isn't just about survival, it's about thriving. It's about seeing change not as a threat, but as an opportunity. To master adaptability, you must be willing to learn, unlearn, and relearn. You must be curious enough to explore new possibilities and courageous enough to let go of what no longer serves you. The most successful people aren't the ones who never fail, they're the ones who adapt the fastest. They see challenges as puzzles to solve, not walls to block them. They pivot when necessary, always keeping their eyes on the ultimate goal. Adaptability isn't just a skill, it's a mindset, a way of approaching life that ensures you're always moving forward. The fifth skill we need to master is one of the most finite resources we'll ever have: time management. Time is the great equalizer. It doesn't matter how wealthy or powerful you are, everyone gets the same 24 hours in a day. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who don't lies in how they use those hours. Time management isn't about cramming as much as possible into your day. It's about prioritization. It's about focusing on what truly matters and letting go of the rest. Too often we get caught up in busyness, mistaking it for productivity. But activity without purpose is wasted effort. To master time management, you must align your schedule with your values. Say no to distractions. Delegate tasks that don't require your unique talents. And protect your time like the precious resource it is. Remember, every minute you waste is a piece of your destiny slipping away. When you take control of your time, you take control of your life. Now, let me introduce you to a skill that has the power to transform how you face life's inevitable challenges: resilience. Life, without question, will test you. It will throw you curveballs when you least expect them. It will knock you to the ground, and sometimes it will feel like the weight of the world is pressing down on you. That's not pessimism, it's reality. But here's the truth that separates those who thrive from those who falter. It's not the knockdowns that define you, it's how you get back up. Resilience is your ability to recover, to adapt, and to push forward when everything seems stacked against you. Resilience isn't about avoiding pain or pretending that adversity doesn't exist. It's about embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. Every setback, every failure, every heartache, they're not the end of the story. They're chapters in the narrative of your comeback. Think of resilience as a muscle. You don't build strength by avoiding the gym, you build it by lifting heavy, by embracing resistance, by pushing yourself beyond your limits. The same is true for resilience. The more you face challenges head on, the stronger you become. But resilience doesn't mean you have to go it alone. Sometimes it's about reaching out, leaning on others, and recognizing that asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. It's about reframing obstacles not as insurmountable walls, but as stepping stones to a stronger version of yourself. Resilience transforms survival into thriving. It's the grit that keeps you moving forward when others stop. And when you cultivate resilience, you don't just endure life, you conquer it. Let's shift to a skill that's often underestimated but absolutely vital: curiosity. What is curiosity? It's the spark that lights the fire of growth, the urge to ask why or what if. It's the willingness to venture into the unknown, to seek out new knowledge, and to view the world through a lens of possibility rather than limitation. Curiosity is what separates those who stagnate from those who innovate. It's the foundation of learning, discovery, and creativity. When you approach life with curiosity, you stay engaged, alive, and inspired. You stop accepting things at face value and start digging deeper. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me, you begin to ask, what can I learn from this, or how can I use this to grow? Curiosity isn't just for the big questions in life, it's a daily practice. It's being open to new perspectives, seeking out conversations with people who challenge your thinking, and exploring ideas that stretch your comfort zone. When you nurture curiosity, you develop a mindset that's primed for growth and discovery. It keeps you agile, adaptable, and ahead of the curve. It turns life into an adventure, full of endless possibilities waiting to be explored. Now, let's talk about financial intelligence. Let's be real, money isn't everything, but it's a tool that impacts almost every area of your life. If you don't learn to manage your money will manage you. Too many people live their lives reacting to their financial circumstances rather than taking control of them. Financial intelligence isn't about greed or hoarding wealth. It's about freedom to live life on your terms, to pursue your passions without fear of scarcity, and to provide for the people and causes you care about most. It starts with understanding how money works, how to earn it, how to grow it, and perhaps most importantly, how to spend it wisely. Being financially intelligent means knowing the difference between assets and liabilities, recognizing the power of compounding, and developing the discipline to save and invest consistently. It's about creating a budget that aligns with your values and sticking to it. But financial intelligence also requires a mindset shift. It's about viewing money as a resource to amplify your purpose, not as an end goal in itself. When you master your finances, you unlock the freedom to focus on what truly matters, living a life of meaning and impact. Now, let's explore creativity. Many people hear this word and think it only applies to artists, musicians, or writers, but creativity is for everyone. It's the ability to think differently, to see connections others don't see, and to generate solutions where others see problems. Creativity is the lifeblood of innovation, and in a world that's constantly evolving, it's an essential skill. Creativity is about breaking free from the status quo. It's about daring to ask, what if, and having the courage to follow that question wherever it leads. The world doesn't need more people who play it safe. It needs visionaries, disruptors, and pioneers, people who think outside the box and dream bigger than what seems possible. But creativity isn't just about imagination, it's also about execution. It's not enough to have great ideas, you have to bring them to life. That requires persistence, resourcefulness, and the willingness to take risks. Creativity isn't just a skill, it's a way of approaching life. When you embrace creativity, you see opportunities where others see obstacles, you turn challenges into breakthroughs, and you build something that lasts. Finally, let's talk about the most important skill of all, the ability to take action. Because here's the truth, knowledge isn't power. Ideas aren't power. Execution is power. You can have the most brilliant plans, the most ambitious dreams, and the most detailed strategies. But if you don't act, none of it matters. Action is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It's the force that turns intentions into reality. But taking action doesn't mean waiting for the perfect moment or having all the answers. You'll never feel 100% ready, and you'll never have every step figured out. Action is about starting where you are with what you have and trusting that momentum will carry you forward. Every step you take, no matter how small, builds confidence and clarity. Every action creates progress, and progress fuels motivation. When you commit to action, you stop being a passive participant in your life and become its architect. Remember this, you don't have to be perfect to start. You just have to start. Because once you take that first step, you set a powerful chain reaction into motion. And when you combine action with resilience, curiosity, financial intelligence, and creativity, you become unstoppable. You don't just live, you lead.